Today, we're whipping up something that's been unanimously declared the best chili ever by many of my followers. This slow cooker chili is elevated with the addition of smoked bacon that really takes the flavour up a notch. It's rich, thick, and delicious. Hey, I'm nutritionist Scott Bapty and welcome back to my Food for Fitness kitchen. Now this chili is a far cry from the chili we probably remember as kids. You know, that mildly spiced mince and kidney beans sitting on some rice floating in a thin tomato water. Hopefully that wasn't just my mum's cooking. And you will remember something similar. If not, lucky you, but this recipe is nothing like that. It is simple to prepare and is made for slow cooking. The prep time is a swift 15 minutes. You'll get lots of portions. It's about 360 calories and more than 40 grams of protein per serving. Sounds good? Right, go grab your slow cooker. Let's get cooking.
Oh, starting off with chopping an onion. Who'd have thought it? Anyway, red onion here, it could be white, doesn't really matter. Just make sure it is reasonably finely chopped and watch your fingers. And then get to work on 6 bacon medallions. A bacon medallion is just the meaty part of the bacon with the fatty bit removed. If you can't get bacon medallions, you can just buy normal rashers of bacon and just chop the fat off. Anyway, chop them up nice and small as well. And then you are going to do the same with celery. Now, even if you don't like celery, just put it in anyway. You can't taste it. The reason why we put celery in this, and the same reason you put celery in with bolognese, is that it really gives a nice base to the sauce. And it gives it a nice texture, but honestly, it doesn't taste of celery. Then to a large pan on a medium to high heat with a little bit of oil in it, you're going to add the onion and bacon, and you want to fry that for about 5 minutes or so until the onion starts to turn translucent and the bacon starts to crisp up. Once the bacon starts to crisp up, that is adding lots of flavour to the dish. At this point in the video, please do hit that like button. I know I ask you every video, but the reason why I ask you to do this is it really helps me with the growth of the channel, and it means this video will be seen by more people. Then please add some garlic cloves to the bacon and the onion and fry that for a further 30 seconds or so. Once you have done that, you are going to add your mince. Now I am using about 800 grams of 5%, that is 5% fat, lean beef mince. Now you add that to the pan and you want to just cook that until it starts to brown and it's got rid of all the red bits. If you've got the time and inclination to do so, you can really keep cooking this mince for even longer until the mince itself starts to go like brown and crispy. Not just browned, but actually starts to crisp up, almost like the outside of a burger. That will just impart more flavour, but if you want a quicker option, then just brown it to get rid of the redness and then bung that into the slow cooker. Some people do slow cooker recipes without cooking the mince, but I think this just makes the mince go horrible and like couscous, so make sure you do fry it. Then to the slow cooker, once you've added the cooked ingredients, you're going to add in that celery. Yes, you heard me right, you are adding celery to it, don't skip it. But if you really have some aversion to it or you're allergic, you could use some carrot or green pepper instead, but we need something for the sauce. Then you add some Worcester sauce or Worcestershire sauce, if you don't say it properly. A teaspoon of salt, some smoked paprika. You know if you're adding smoked paprika to something, it's going to taste good. Ground cumin, chili powder, I'm using a tablespoon, you can use more or less. Some tomato puree, a 400 gram tin of kidney beans. Make sure you drain and rinse this first before adding it, and then add some passata. If you don't have passata, you could use chopped tomatoes, but passata will just give you a thicker, richer sauce. And that, my friends, is the prep for this recipe. So all you need to do now is just give it a good mix and then pop the lid on it. You can cook it on medium for about 4 to 5 hours, but I recommend cooking this on low, slowly cooking it. It just brings out the flavors and in my opinion makes a much nicer dish for about 6 to 8 hours, making sure to stir it every now and again so it doesn't stick to the slow cooker. Then from there, you want to plate it up. You can serve this with rice or whatever you fancy. And I am garnishing, as you can see, with a little bit of cheese. We're going to put some coriander on it and give it a little squeeze of lime. And then that is it. It's good to go. So that's how you cook smoky beef and bacon chili in the slow cooker. Hope you enjoy this one if you make it. And as always, if you are a new viewer or you're a regular viewer but you've not had a chance yet, please do click that subscribe button. Just means that you'll be notified as soon as I post new high protein recipes so that you don't miss out.
Anyway, I'm off to go and eat this. Thank you again for watching. I'll speak to you later.